There's one belief that keeps many manipulative relationships alive far longer than they should. It is the quiet assumption that you will never actually leave. The narcissist studies your empathy, your loyalty, and most importantly, your fear of being alone. In their mind, that fear is the chain that will always pull you back. Think about how many people stay in situations they know are unhealthy simply because the unknown feels terrifying. That heavy feeling is not simple indecision. It is the deep discomfort of imagining life without the person who once felt like your safest place. Manipulative personalities understand this psychology very well, and they quietly build their strategy around it. At the beginning, everything feels almost magical. The attention is intense. They seem to understand you in ways no one else ever has. Your interests become their interests. Your dreams become shared plans. It feels like you have finally met someone who truly sees you. But what many people do not realize is that this stage often functions as information gathering. They learn what makes you feel valued, what your fears are, and what emotional doors lead straight to your trust. And here is where things slowly begin to change. The warmth that once felt constant starts becoming unpredictable. Compliments turn into subtle criticisms. Jokes land a little too close to your insecurities. One day they are affectionate, the next they are distant. If you have ever experienced this, you know how confusing it can feel. You start asking yourself what you did wrong and how to bring the relationship back to the way it used to be. Pause for a second and really think about that. Notice how the focus slowly shifts from their behavior to your effort to fix things. This pattern creates something psychologists often describe as an emotional attachment cycle. Small moments of kindness appear just often enough to keep hope alive. You remember the beginning and believe if you try a little harder, communicate better, or become more understanding, that version of them will return. Another powerful piece of this dynamic is future promises. Long conversations about the life you will build together can make the relationship feel deeply rooted in your identity. Walking away does not just feel like losing a partner. It feels like losing the entire future you imagined. Because of this, many narcissistic personalities truly believe their partner will never leave. In their mind, the fear of being alone will always be stronger than the desire for peace. But here is the moment they rarely see coming. Eventually, something shifts inside you. The confusion becomes clarity. The emotional exhaustion becomes awareness. And the person who once feared being alone begins to realize that solitude is actually calmer than constant emotional chaos. This is where the real shock begins. When someone sets firm boundaries or goes completely no contact, the entire dynamic changes. Words suddenly lose their power. Manipulative conversations stop working. What remains are actions and reality. You might notice sudden messages, dramatic apologies, or emotional reactions that seem intense and confusing. Often these moments are not about genuine reflection, but about testing whether the connection can still be pulled back into the old cycle. But when you stay grounded and continue focusing on your own growth, something powerful happens. The relationship that once felt impossible to escape slowly loses its emotional hold. Healing then becomes the real story. It shows up in small, quiet ways. Reconnecting with friends you drifted away from. Returning to hobbies that once made you happy. Waking up without the constant knot of anxiety that used to follow every conversation. When someone chooses their well-being over manipulation, it sends a message stronger than any argument. Growth, silence, and self-respect are things toxic dynamics cannot compete with. Sometimes the most powerful moment in a person's life is not when they win a fight, but when they finally walk away and start building a life that feels calm, authentic, and completely their own.